Hi everybody, this is Lori from Get Crafty with Lori, and I want to share a beautiful new scrapbook workshop that Stampin' Up has brought out in the new May-August catalog. They've come out with 3 new workshops, but today we're going to focus on this Heirloom Boutique workshop. Let me show you in the catalog. Here's the workshop. It's called Heirloom Boutique Scrapbooking Workshop. Also, in addition to the workshop, you can buy the Bloom Boutique paper, the cardstock, and the Heirloom Boutique bundle. Let me show you what I got. I got the workshop and I got the stamp and die cut set. Look how beautiful this is with these pretty flowers on it. We've got lots of love, a day to remember. I'm filled with love for you today and always, and better together. And then we have these awesome flower dies. Look at how nice these are. We have big flowers. We have some vines and some beautiful leaves. I may or may not be playing with this today, but I will do a workshop and play with them for you. Let me show you a layout that was done using paper from the Heirloom Boutique. I participated in Stampin' Up's album retreat, and we made this beautiful layout here. Look at how beautiful this paper is. This, and it's not in the workshop. I did this layout of my husband and our new little puppy, Cody. On this layout, they put this nice little pocket with a little card here, and I wrote the information about Cody. On this page here, I have a cute picture of Cody in the backyard and my husband. They just loved each other right from the start. My husband's just all smiles. And I have a little journaling here. And here is the picture of Cody that I had from the ad. Well, let's take a look at this kit and see what we have here. First of all, we have some instructions and we have 3 layouts. I'm going to show you how easy it is to put together a workshop. Stampin' Up has really outdone themselves on these workshops. They've done all the work for you to make these beautiful layouts. And let's take a look at the paper. Here's that beautiful floral print. I just love that. And then we have this in our new color Cantaloupe. It's really pretty. That could be used. If you wanted to do this layout like what I did, this would go beautifully down the center of this. See how pretty those 2 colors go together? Look at how pretty this is with this little floral pattern. We have another new color. This is called the Hydrangea Blue. Isn't that pretty? Look at how gorgeous this little print is. It's so soft. We have the new Peaceful Pine. And then what I really like about the workshop is they give you these specialty papers. Look at this one. It has a border already prepared for you around it. Actually, it looks like 3 pieces of paper on here. And look at this gorgeous patchwork quilt. That is also a specialty paper that's only in the workshop. Then we have the new in colors. We have the Barely Blush, the Hydrangea Hue, the Golden Glow, and Peaceful Pine. In addition to that, they give you some white willow cardstock. And then you have this nice sheet with these beautiful titles. Look at, we have Today on this, Cherished Moments. Family is a Patchwork of Love. We have Day here, Here and Now, some beautiful flowers and some little patchwork pieces. Oh, look at this. There's a new die that's in the catalog that makes this shape. I don't have it yet, but I am going to get it. And look at how gorgeous these pieces are. We have the crisp cantaloupe with golden glow and the hydrangea hue with some hearts, some little journaling spaces. Look at that, scallops are back in. Isn't that awesome? Look how pretty all of that is. And then we have some photo place card holders. I have these photos of my husband and I and my son's family at the beach. This was our granddaughter's first time at the beach, and she was just amazed by it. This paper doesn't have a beach theme to it, but the colors are just perfect. These are soft colors, so it sort of has the same mood and feel to it. And I really like the quality of these pictures. I printed these with my Epson PictureMate 400, and I'm just shocked at the quality. It may be the photo paper that I used. I used the Epson Ultra Premium photo paper in glossy, and then for the 5x7, I printed the premium photo paper and glossy as well. So I think the quality of your paper really makes a difference, because these, to me, look just so professional. So anyways, let's get started on our layout. Today we're just going to do the second layout, and I'm only going to get pieces for this layout. Let me show you the instructions. On this page, they have the pieces cut at diagonals, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But let's get our pieces out first. For this one, we're going to use this paper here, and I went ahead and I already cut it. On this, you'll see there's a little scissor here, and this diagonal is 1 1/4, and this is 1 3/4. So they're going to want you to cut at the 3-inch mark. And if you'll notice, there's a little asterisk here, and that refers to the back. It says back, and it has an asterisk on it. So this is cut from this one sheet here, and then you have these two pieces. So what I like to do is to flip it over and label it. This is 2C, and this is the back side. So I will do 2J and 2K. On this, we'll use the front piece and the back piece. So I'm going to cut this here at 3 inches as well. And this really isn't as difficult as it looks. What you'll need is a ruler or a mat that has a ruler on it, because what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take a pencil, and here this first cut is at 1 1/4. So what I'm going to do is come over here to 1 1/4, and I'm going to mark it. And then on the bottom of this is 1 3/4. So I'm going to line that back up. I'm going to come over here to the 1 3/4 mark, and I'm going to mark it like that. And then I'm going to put it in my paper cutter, and I'm going to line up those two marks that I just made. There's that one to the top, and then there's this one at the bottom. Okay, and there I have my diagonal cut pieces. This first one I cut here with the narrow top, that's going to be 2J. So I am going to flip it over, and I'm going to label that 2J. And this one uses the back. Notice the little asterisks. And so I can write on this side that this is 2K. So it will go like this. So when I put them in, this one is wider, but they want to make this side shorter here, and then have the wider side here. Let me show you in the picture. See how this top piece here is wider than the second piece. It's a little bit narrower, and then it gets wider and narrow. So we're going to do it like that. Before I cut my paper, I got out some old cardstock that I had to practice on because I didn't want to ruin my beautiful paper. So let me show you what I did. This is how it will go. So see how these pieces are all tucked up under there? You put a little adhesive on the top, only the top of each one, and you keep tucking it. And you have a wider, narrow, and so forth down like that. So let's get the rest of our paper out. This layout uses 2 pieces of the Barely Blush as the base. And then we're going to need this piece here with the hydrangea hue. So if you notice, I'm only going to cut the pieces that have the 2 on them. If you want to cut all of your pieces, you can do that. Just make sure you label them. And what I like to do is to take some manila folders and I'll label them 1, 2, and 3. And then I will put all the pieces to number 1 in one folder and 2 in the next. So let's see. So we've got that. Then we need the Golden Glow cardstock. This cardstock has 2 sides to it. It has the dark side and the light side. And on this one, we're going to cut this on the dark side. If you look at this here, you're going to want to cut in on this one. So I would cut up to 1 3/4 to separate this. And then you can mark 1 1/4. And we'll cut that together. We're going to need 1 piece of the hydrangea hue. This one, they want us to use the light side. So this is the darker and this is the lighter. And then it has a piece of white willow cardstock. I'm going to cut the rest of these pieces off the camera, but we'll cut the Golden Glow with you. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this at 1 1/4. And down here on the bottom, I'm going to cut it straight down at 1 3/4. Now we need to get our little angle here. This bottom does not need to be cut off, only this piece does. So we come down here like that, and there is our 1 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. Flip this over and right on the back, on the light side, to E. Okay, so here it says we want to adhere our photos to 2G, 2M, and 2N. Okay, so we're going to start with the bigger photo first. And then we want to center this. These little photos are going to go on this bigger piece. So I'm going to put my photos down like this. This one down. Okay, and then let's go back to the instructions. Okay, using light Barely Blush cardstock as your base. Okay, it says build the top half of the base page by layering the paper strips, starting with 2A. So let me get my pieces together. A, see, I labeled these. That makes it really nice so that I know that's going to go there. Okay, there's 2B. So that's going to go under here. We need 2C. Now we need 2D. It's going to go like that. And then 2F is going to go like that. Okay, all my pieces are down. I just put adhesive on the top here, and then I tucked them under. This side is narrow, and then this side here is the wider, as you can see, and it goes down. And so I took it down to 6 inches on this side here. And then I went ahead and put the photo on the white willow piece of cardstock. There was a piece right here that is the hydrangea hue, and I put that there. I cut my sticker at 6 inches. I made a little mark and used my scissors to cut that and put that down. There's a journaling box that I punched from here, and I put this little sticker over it. I'm going to finish putting adhesive on these pieces. I left it like that way so you could see how it was done. Let's go ahead and lay our pieces down here, starting with the bottom piece. These ones we're going to tack them at the bottom. The other page I tacked them at the top because I was going down. And then this piece here, adhesive on the bottom, and this side is the wider side, and this is the narrow side. And it's gonna go like that. So narrow over on this side. This is actually kind of fun. The nice thing about these workshops is they have you do things you probably wouldn't normally do on your layouts, and you learn a lot of different techniques. This piece is going to go up to about 5 inches. This is going to go up 1 1/4 inches from the bottom. And then this will go right above. Okay, this 2O kind of looks like it comes on the photo. Let's see. So we have the letters here, and then there's an outline. This is all stuck together. So that's nice because it can go down as one piece. Just have to be careful. It's kind of delicate, so you don't want to break it. These punch out, which is kind of nice. You can reuse these. So you don't want to toss these because they can be reused for another layout. Let's put a little bit of adhesive on the back. I'm just going to little dots down. And then we can lay this down like that. Put that down like that. And then we have another little journaling spot. So that's going to go over here. This little blue sticker right here. Let's put this down. Put a little bit of adhesive on each of the backs of the letters. Comes over like right about here. They have this big flower here, and I don't want it to cover my picture. Let's see what we can do about that. Use this big flower here, and just take the little nubs off with your fingernail, like that. Okay, and that'll go right there. That's pretty. Actually, that works really nice. I think I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. I think it would look nice. It's always nice to put some things up and have others flat. Makes it more interesting. Like that. Look how pretty that looks. And then over here, we have another little flower. That one is a sticker. What I like to do is to take the sticky off of it first. I always like to do that so that I can position it. And if you want to put dimensionals down, you're going to want to take it off. So this goes like right here. And let's put some dimensionals on this. So that goes like that. And then it looks like they have some little banner pieces here. So we have them, they are on the sticker sheet. Put these down without taking the sticky off. And we're going to put that up there like that. And then this one will come off to the side like that. Big heart. And then we have a little gold heart. What they had done is to make a gold heart, they took one of the hearts and they put embossing powder on it. I'm going to put a little foam dot under this. Okay, then down here we have some more flowers. We have this big flower bundle here. Let's see, we have these three here. Let's take a look at these and see if we can figure out which one it is. If we look at the flowers, I think it looks like this one we used down here in the bottom. So this will work perfect right down here. So I'm going to put that on some dimensionals. Okay, I don't take all of the paper off the back, because when you do that, then it can kind of smoosh in the middle. So if you only take off a few, then your sticker will lay flat. Okay, so there is the right page. Okay, on the left page, okay, I have my journaling piece down. We're going to be using both of these floral clusters on this side. Okay, so this little one here, I'm going to put on foam dots. Let's put this one up here in the corner, like about there. And then, let's see, we have our journaling. We have another little heart over here. You know what? I think, now that I look at this, I'm not sure. Did they use this size heart or did they use this smaller heart? You know what? I think they used the smaller heart. I'm going to take it off of foam tape and just put a little bit of adhesive on it. It's going to go like right about here. Okay, now I'm going to take this one again and put this back up on the foam dots over here like that. Okay, that looks better. That's balanced. Okay, so now we've got, looks like a little flower. Let's find that. Let's see this little flower. It's going to go right underneath like that. Another 2 more flowers to go up here. So really, I think what happens is I need to take this orange one off, and it does take a little punched out heart to go up here. So I'm going to put this little pink one up here like that. And then hearts. So I'm going to use these 2 pink ones. You can do it however you want to do it, but they used gold embossing powder on these to give them that gold color, but I didn't feel like doing that. So I'm just going to put these hearts up here like that. But these 2 pink ones on some dimensionals like that. Okay, then we have this little circle here and these little pendant pieces underneath it. And let's find the circle here and now. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these down first of all, and then I'm going to raise it all up right up on the blue piece. Layouts. Can do it like this, or I can do it like this, whichever you prefer. On the website, they show the layout going in the opposite direction than this, but the workshop shows it like this. So whichever one you prefer. Let's see. Which one do I prefer? I kind of like the title on the left, but I also like the big photo on the left too. So I think I'm going to do it like that. Here's my finished layout. I added some journaling to both of the journaling spots, and I added an extra piece of cardstock below my photo. I felt like the color of the ocean and the beach was too close to the white. So I found a piece of acorn cardstock from close to my heart in my stash, and it was very close to this golden glow. So I backed my photo in that. Let's take a look at these pieces that we made with the diagonals. Isn't that pattern interesting? And I have some popped up flowers here. The nice thing about these kits is they give you all these embellishments to use. And I like the variety of sizes in the photos. We have a 4x6, we have three 3x4s, and we have a 5x7 here. Whether you're new to scrapbooking or you're a seasoned scrapbooker, these kits make amazing pages. They look so professional. Like I said, Stampin' Up! Has really outdone themselves on their kits. This is just so beautiful. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I hope you've learned something and that you'll take advantage of these kits. I will put a link to what I've used at the end of this video in the description. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.